Hi.
Hello.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Sarah.
Welcome to YCD All Things.
And that stands for You Can Do All Things. The whole reason we're starting this channel is we thought it would be a fun idea to watch a couple of people learn how to do a lot of different things when you have no idea how to do it in the first place. And we're going to give ourselves a set period of time to learn a task and see how competent we can get at said task in a relatively short amount of time. We'll
also put in some vlogs here and there, some home life, some around town odds and ends.
Yeah, just things we do.
You'll meet our dogs. I'm sure you can hear one now.
Drinking water.
Drinking a bit of water.
Yep, and I don't know, it can always change as the channel grows and we find out what you guys like and what's fun to watch for y'all. And yes, I said y'all. We are also from the South, and we should probably point that out if you can't tell already. But it'll be a good time. We live near a big city, so there's lots and lots of things to do and learn. And
you'll also learn that we are huge Disney fans from the Tiki Room stuff, and she is
everywhere.
so you'll see a lot of that as well.
Yeah, and probably have a few trips to Disney here and there.
We have one coming up pretty soon.
Yeah,
so
we do. Maybe
that could be our first out and about excursion.
Yeah, maybe we'll take them along.
There you go.
If they're good, we'll take them along.
We'll find out.
But there's also YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, there are how-tos on everything in YouTube, and you can watch the how-to, but have you ever seen someone try to struggle to do it?
Why not watch two idiots, if you will, learn how to make a channel and everything that goes along with it. So that's what this first video will be about, is making a YouTube channel, getting all the associated social medias with it, and just watching us struggle through it.
Yeah, and the process and what we've learned along the way.
So here we go.
Let's do it. Okay, first things first, we had to come up with an idea. We knew we wanted to do something, and we knew we wanted to do something together, and because we really enjoy the little bit of time off we do have together.
True story.
We both work full-time jobs, and we don't have a lot of the same days off. So at first, we may not be producing a lot of videos.
We're gonna go for quality over quantity starting off.
We'll do what we can. So the first thing is concept. And we knew that we wanted to do something together because we really enjoy having adventures and learning how to do things and new experiences.
Being with each other.
Yeah, making memories and things like that. So we decided to maybe do something on YouTube. And the idea just kind of came around one day. We were like, well, why don't we record ourselves learning how to do different things? And then he came up with the idea that we should do maybe a time restricted learning.
We'd like to try new things, but not like an indefinite time period. More like a week or two to really focus in on one thing in particular and have a start point and a defined end. Then show our progress throughout it. Sometimes it'll be the both of us, sometimes it could be just me, just Sarah. So it's a new concept for us. I don't know if it's already been done on the tubes or not.
It could have.
Sure, but you can find anything on YouTube.
But our experience will be different than anyone else's, and vice versa. So, but I think it all kind of started when we started watching professional darts.
Oh my gosh, we fell in love with professional darts. We're terrible at regular sports, and watching regular sports, we only now go for the obscure.
Yeah, super obscure.
So darts, tractor pulls.
It was interesting.
Just weird things like that seem to really
axe throwing
seem to grab our attention more than conventional sports.
Yeah, and it was just kind of that there's so many things out there that you never see, or sometimes you'll just come across, and no matter what it is, if you invest a little time in it, it gets really interesting.
Well, we are the people that watch it for 2 minutes and then we're critiquing everyone. Well, he could have done a lot better on that shot.
Her form on that
it was very off.
And we know very well that we could not do it ourselves.
No.
But you know how that goes.
We'd like to try. It's nice to to maybe go through a little bit of an experience of what they did to get to the level that they're at.
The first thing we had to do was buy a camera. So you're watching, you know, right now, our camera recording us, and that was a terrible explanation of what's going on here. We had to buy a camera.
So this is the G7, what, Mark II? G7X Mark II.
Canon.
The Canon G7X Mark II. We're still very new to labels and names of things, but this is it. This is, you can't see it, but we can.
It seemed to be the perfect starter camera.
Yes.
It wasn't just crazy in price, but we did decide to buy a used camera. We went on Amazon and found one that was, you know, a little less in price, but still in really good shape. This one came with the original box and everything, so I would definitely buy used if you're looking into a camera and you're not really sure if it's going to be the perfect thing for you. And we really like it so far.
Absolutely.
It kind of has its own settings built in, so when you start recording, it just kind of does its thing. But we also went on to Canon's YouTube channel and watched a little informational video about it, which was very helpful.
But this camera seemed to be great for, you know, newbies like us that don't know the ins and outs of the ISO and the frame rates and all this jazz. So this camera really does it all with such beginners.
And minimal effort.
Exactly.
We did have to buy extra memory card. It came with a battery.
Sure.
The batteries run about 30 bucks, so it's not too bad, although it does have a pretty short battery life. We haven't had it die on us yet, but I'm sure we will, and not a big deal. We'll just get some extra batteries, and that's Norman. Sorry about that.
The hardest part of this whole experience so far has been naming our channel, finding a name that we both liked, that we both agreed on, that wasn't already taken.
And that worked as, you know, a brand or something that was clickable and something that was easy to remember or say or identifiable in some way, but reflect what our channel was and what it would be about.
And who we are.
Yeah, and what it could be, what it could grow into.
And not just like Jeremy Sarah, 92 star pound, 678.
Right.
We didn't want that either, so the hardest part has definitely been finding a name.
Well, what really makes it difficult is Instagram. Instagram for a good 3 days was the bane of my life. The things that you would think would not be taken, could never possibly be taken, have been taken in every which way, including lots of dots between them, spaces, numbers at the end, little smiley faces. So I would say if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, maybe start on Instagram. Because, if you want your social media to be the same all the way around, instead of having to have different names for each account, you're gonna have to start there, because that is definitely the hardest one. That was even harder than finding a .com.
And we decided with YCD AllThings, we tried AllThings to begin with, and of course taken just like anything else in the world that you could have wanted. So YCD AllThings stands for You Can Do All Things. And Sarah actually kind of came up with the name.
While I was growing up, that was just something my mom always told me. And she would, anytime I was doing something new or facing something that was a little challenging, she would tell me that I can do all things. And I've always remembered that. That never goes away, and I know I always have somebody backing me up. And it doesn't really matter if you're perfect at it or great at it. You just, I mean, at least you try.
Go for it.
Yeah. And I really like that. That means a lot to me. And you know, my mom's just kind of awesome like that.
So after we finally found an Instagram name that wasn't taken, we made a Facebook, which tied into an Instagram, and then it all spiraled from there. A YouTube channel, a Snapchat, a Twitter. We bought the domain, so we'll have an actual website that'll just link you to other things that we already have.
To our YouTube for right now. I mean, if we ever have need of an actual website, of course we could make one.
We figured acronym was kind of the best way to go.
Yeah. It was the most unique, but it still kind of flows.
Sure.
YCD AllThings.
And one day it might even look really good on a t-shirt. Huh?
What? Yeah. Well, it would just be me and you wearing the t-shirt.
That's okay. I'm all right with that. And everything but, obviously, you know, purchasing the camera and registering a domain has been free.
Yeah, and even the domain wasn't that expensive.
No, not at all.
So where do we go from there? We made all of our social media accounts. And we'll cut to a clip of us doing that now.
There we go. Starting up a YouTube channel. Gonna have a lot of cool stuff coming at you. The beard. Starting to register all the goodies. We gotta get a email address and a Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, the Twitters, right babe?
All the things.
All the things that go with, you know.
The one thing we're not gonna have is a LinkedIn.
Nope, apparently LinkedIn is very sucky. Here comes a spotty dog. We have a fluffy dog on the couch. This is Lewis. This is Norman, for those of you who don't know.
Add account, I guess. Or create a new account. See, I already have 2 on here. We'll just create a new account.
Okay.
Because I have our work things through my account. So we'll just make it a fresh new account that we have to log into.
Sure.
Now the only problem with that is it won't be connected to either of our Facebook pages. So it'll be a log out completely and log into our...
Unless you have the Galaxy Note 9 where I can have 2 Facebooks on mine.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He thinks he's fancy now.
I mean, I don't...
He thinks he's
I don't
fancy.
see any Apple phones doing all that. So.
What we need to do is make this as a fan page.
Okay.
That people can like, because then you can use the name of the account as YCD AllThings.
You're the smartest lady I know.
Because the lady that we know that takes pictures, her last name sounds like something made up, but it's not. It's actually her last name. And her account got closed because they thought she was using a fake name.
I didn't know that.
Yes, so I'm not sure how we're going to finagle this. Here's the question though.
What?
I bet since we're using your account on Facebook, we're going to have to use your account to log into Instagram, and then we'll be on your Instagram and not...
Do we just need to create a new account?
But we have to do it under your name, so it's not going to work that way.
Well, I mean, there's more than one Jeremy on Facebook.
Yeah, but I'm very confused. I hate having to put in a name. Use email instead. There we go.
We're making a Twitter, by the way. Not that either one of us has ever tweeted, right? Is that it?
No.
Tweeted? Twit?
No, that's an insult.
Oh, you twit?
Yeah.
Just shoving it down their throats. That's right. YCD AllThings. Remember that. What's it stand for, babe?
You can do all things, even if you're not good at it.
Yeah. That's our goal in life, is to be good at stuff that we're not good at.
Oh, we got to log into Gmail account, which is not a problem because we're all.
I never knew that's what that was for.
Oh yeah.
Never.
It gets you to anything that's connected to your Google account.
There. Yeah. See, I'm already learning new stuff.
You're learning new things.
I'm already learning new things. I can do all things, babe.
What? No tweets yet.
What?
Why haven't we
tweeted?
Why haven't we tweeted anything? What's happening? Because
we're a twit.
Oh, it says what's happening.
We're making a YouTube channel.
Currently learning how to start a YouTube channel.
Nice one.
Yeah, I tweeted.
You should get that looked at.
Oh, I'm writing down things.
I'm staring at the camera.
Well, that's good.
Being as awkward as possible.
Snapchat is going to be last.
Because apparently I have to do that on my phone.
Yes. So what else we have? We need to get a website.
Website.
We need to GoDaddy and get a website. Because if we don't do it now,
it'll never happen.
we probably won't be able to do it later.
Somebody will snatch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Do you?
Nope.
Do you guys know these guys?
I know that guy. I know, his name is Red.
Is it?
Hmm?
Yeah, it said Red Gaskill.
Oh, look, it's PJ.
And that's, oh, there's good old PJ.
Oh, PJ.
We're friends, right?
Totes.
Totes know him. It's cool.
Oh, Peach.
Okay, let's see here. There it is, 99 cents.
What?
I'm very glad that we were able to get the .com because that's the big one. That's the one you need.
I'm tired of creating accounts already. Now we need a GoDaddy account.
I know, right? There's so many accounts to create when you start up. It's kind of crazy. You know, you have them all to begin with.
Yeah. And
then you have to make separate ones for the accounts, and then you have to keep up with all of them. Prove you're not a robot. Tap the squares that contain a number. That's a number, that's a number.
9, 3.
That's a number, that's a number. That's an apple. That's an egg with feet. I have no idea what that is.
It looks like it's an elephant.
We don't know what's on top of his head.
A different thing.
Oh, we gotta cover up our faces. What's on top of that elephant's head right there?
I don't know. It's fluffy.
I don't know what it is. Well, it's not a number. That's what I can tell you. Baby, I think I'm a robot.
Oh no! We're gonna try again. That's a number. That's a number. That's
or either that fluffy thing was a number.
This is a number. Is that an 8? Numbers.
Wait, you already clicked
I already clicked it.
That could be an 8.
Yay!
You're not a robot.
I'm not a robot. Aw, I still love you, robot lady. We're gonna do our first snap.
Yay! That's our first snap.
Welcome to YCD All Things.
And there will be no one to see it because it'll disappear before anyone ever follows the channel.
Now the big one, right, babe?
That's right. Well, no, the big one is Instagram, apparently. Because Instagram was impossible to find an open name on.
Well, that was easy.
And now we're looking at very weird things.
Now we're looking at butts and things.
Apparently that's the first thing that comes up when you open a new YouTube account.
Our butts.
Butts and games and bodybuilders that are shocked by rapping Uber drivers.
I've never been to Uber Java before, so.
What? Never been to what? And after all of our accounts have been made, we had to think about branding. I mean, this isn't something you have to think about. It is definitely not something you would normally start out thinking about.
Sure.
But I do like things to look nice, and branding definitely gives you a nice clean look on everything, and it makes everything very cohesive. And I'm that type of personality, so I want everything branded and looking nice and the same. So I think we haven't decided on a font yet or anything like that. I'm sure you guys will find out what we decide on when you click on this video. But I know we're going to use purples because purple is one of Jeremy's favorite colors.
I love purple.
And I like it a lot too. And I think what we're going to do for our accent colors is kind of go space nebula. We're going to get some purples and some other spacey colors just because we both really like galaxy things. And then you want to tell us about learning to edit?
So I've always edited music through various programs, so that's given me kind of a head start on certain things. But we acquired Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's very similar to a lot of the music editing programs. It's a learn as you go process. We've watched a handful of YouTube videos on how to do certain things.
Yeah.
And obviously, hopefully, you'll see that we'll get better as we go.
Well, definitely any of the videos that we've watched that have helped us a great deal, we'll link in the description bar.
There you go.
So that you can check out those channels as well. But of course, it comes with a tutorial that you can do as a walkthrough. And this is all new to us. So this is, part of the, hey, watch some people learn
exactly
how to do this. And as far as music goes, I have married myself a little musician right here.
I've married myself a musician as well.
Not at all. Not at all.
You used to rock and roll back in the day.
Yeah, well, I was young and stupid.
Yeah, well, I'm old and stupid, and I still play. So.
But that's about it for now. I mean, all you can do is start.
And that's what this is. This is just us jumping in head first and going for it. So. Hopefully you like what we put out. You definitely let us know in the comment section below, if you will. Share with your friends. Like I said, we're starting off. This is all new to us, so learn with us. And remember,
you can do all things.
All things. That's right.
Yeah, that was terrible.